I have a question for you. If I like white wine, which of your wines should I want?
Do you like the bigger, like more oaky style of white wines, or do you like the lighter, more like
French
firm acid?
Sauvignon Blanc
Oh, like you like Sancerre, that kind of thing?
and Sauvignon Blanc. Yeah, both.
So I would go with the actually you're gonna like this, the Quilt Fumé Blanc, which is a predominantly Sauvignon Blanc, little bit of Semillon. That would be my number one go-to. The other one I'd go to is our Thread Count, which is by Quilt, but it's our kind of like everyday priced Sauvignon Blanc from California. So those two, and it's funny you say kind of in that French style of Sauv Blanc. That's kind of what we wanted to go towards because there can be like a real grassy or overly floral nature that is kind of off-putting in many Sauvignon Blancs, and what the French do so well in many of their regions is like minerality and like you know kind of like honeydew melon, a little bit of tropical tones but not too much, and so that's what we really tried to kind of move towards with the grape growing and the winemaking. So cool. Yeah, if you can get, well, hell, we'll just send you some. You're in California, we can send them to you. Yeah.
All right, so I'm making a note. What am I putting in there?
Light bright whites. Wasn't that your nickname when you were skinny?
Okay, let's not.
You were a light, bright white?
No, man. They called me Coconut because I'm half Mexican, but no one knew it.
No one,
because I was a light, bright white on the outside.
I know, yeah. That was
Which made no sense. I never really got that. I was like, isn't that a reverse coconut? Anyways, I didn't get to choose the names people were calling me.
What did your parents do? What did your parents do?
My parents, well, my dad was in the wine business starting out, and my mom was in banking. And then my mom eventually brought him over into banking. So they were still in the wine business as bankers.
Right.
But yeah, that was, Chad just rolled some wine in here for you. So
here we go.
We can showcase
the beautiful Napa Valley Quilt Fumé Blanc. So you're going to get some of this stuff.
Thank you.
You're gonna like it. It's nice and
Thank
cool.
you.
Yeah, definitely.
If it was afternoon, I might actually open that up and really make you jealous.
It's not afternoon though.
Not yet.
Don't you think that my book cover looks like my painting?
Yeah.
Hold it up a little more. Hold it up a little more.
Hold up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was gonna ask if someone was gonna experience Unseasonably Cold for the first time, would you have the wine they should be drinking, the meal they should be having, the music they should be listening to, the room, like to set the environment?
Every single detail in it, unless I made a mistake, which no one's caught yet. When they go to the Metropolitan Museum, every single painting on the wall was the painting that was there that week.
Wow.
Yeah.
When they go to a restaurant, I only chose restaurants like Gallagher's that were there then and are there now. I don't know if I was forward thinking, hoping it would be a film or a television series, or I wanted a kind of recognition. When they go to the Metropolitan Club, every single thing they order was on the menu in 1939. And then when we quote from the New York Times, we replicated the font and the headline. When we quote from the Herald Tribune, we replicated the font and my editor was a journalist. And so every single thing we did, like these are the kind of gray stone, white stones in New York.
It's not just you, it's also your editor that is keying in on the details of that time frame, along with your personal preferences of making sure that if you're going to be talking about a restaurant, I totally get that. Make sure it's something that's been there and has historical relevance and is still around.
I was a contributing editor at Vogue for many years. And so all the clothes are very finely delineated.
Wow. Every detail.
And then it ends the day before London was bombed.
Okay.
So there's a lot of weird detail. That's all I can say.
Is this your favorite work you've done?
Maybe.
Okay. because it also has relevance to now, or is it just? I mean, it sounds, maybe you do this with every one of your works where you create it to be as true to form. Is that something you've done in the past?
Well, I think that for me, what makes a character isn't just their voice. It's the choices that they make, what they have for breakfast. I know a lot more about my characters than I write. I'm very minimalist, but I know all kinds of things about them. And everything they order, I think, defines their character. You and I probably eat different things for breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what do you like for breakfast?
I'm kind of plain, like half a bagel, maybe some oatmeal, a little bit of fruit, just yogurt. I'm very plain on breakfast, unless I'm not. I'm a little changeable over here.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds good to me. I think I'm probably worse, I guess, if you're saying plain, because I'm more like protein drink. I'm something I can't. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I mean, Joe, what would you?
Yeah, dude,
what's your breakfast?
my like go-to guilty whatever is bagel and lox with all the fixins and like cream cheese, capers, dill,
I do like
tomatoes,
that.
pickled. It's got to be pickled onions.
I make really, really good lox,
Yeah.
onions, and eggs. And when I see you, I will make them for you.
That sounds great. So yeah, that's something I don't see enough
In fact,
actually is lox and eggs.
I'm happy to be a guest chef at your winery.
Oh, come on down, because I like them locks too. Okay, Amy, I want to be included.
I'm down. You know what's funny is so I've always loved it, and my wife is Jewish, and she can't stand eating. She doesn't like lox.
What?
Oh,
I know. I'm like, what? Like, you're like the outcast, like. But no, now I'm trying to lose weight, so I have like trail mix every morning for breakfast, unless it's like maybe
Right.
a special occasion.
Womp womp.
Wah wah wah. Yeah.
You know what I've been doing recently too? I did start kind of getting a little crazy and getting an English muffin, putting some peanut butter on it, and some bananas.
Where's the English muffin from?
Model Bakery.
that is they're the best ever, I think. But that is good.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good.
But you know what
yeah.
also does good English muffins? That's like more, is Trader Joe's.
I haven't tried them yet.
I gotta say, like Trader Joe's, it gets some good sleepers out there.
Yeah, so being down in Santa Monica, obviously Trader Joe's, they're big in California. Where do you shop? What's your favorite store? Like, you got Molly Stone's?
well, everything's gotten really expensive.
Yeah.
Up here,
But,
too. I think it's everywhere.
I would say Bristol Farms.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Bristol Farms is a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I
Bristol
would
Farms.
think that. And also, we really like Gelson's, but it's kind of far away.
Yeah, Gelson's is phenomenal as well. You guys got some really good options. We have
Yeah.
like 3.
We also, I don't know, I had a friend stay with me, and her daughter is 16, and all she wanted to do was go to Erewhon and have a smoothie.
Oh,
There's some very famous.
Oh my.
Right.
Did you go? Have you been in there? Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't.
a couple of times.
I haven't been in, but yeah, it's. I think that's a great example of how social media has just
Yeah.
catapulted something. It's like you got some celebrities in there. They're buying their $25 smoothie. They're posting about it, and then all of a sudden, every 16-year-old girl is like, "Oh my God, I got to go to Erewhon."
I know.
Yeah,
It's the Taylor Swift of beverages.
yeah. That should be a quote. They should just hang that on their window. Be like, come in and get the Taylor Swift of beverages.
I'm sure they have a Taylor Swift smoothie. Like, I'm surprised if they don't. You know what I mean? But like, I remember my first introduction, and this was like when I was like, that was like 10 years ago.
My nephew Max is her guitar player.
Your nephew?
Whoa,
Nephew.
It's like,
small world.
I'm just like, whoa, I know, but it's like just kind of throws it out casually. Oh, by the way, my nephew is Taylor Swift's guitar
Yeah,
player.
it's just it's only the biggest superstar
So
in the world right now.
would you consider yourself a Swiftie?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone at the concert is so happy. It's really fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun. And all my grandchildren really love her. And they call me Duchess, by the way. I sold it. No one thought I was going to sell it, but I sold it. Sometimes when they're attitudinal, they call me the Duchess.
The
I have
Duchess.
the Duchess. Yes, we're going to the Duchess's house.
That's a good name. I have not been to a Taylor Swift concert, but I'm kind of glad that my children were not big into it because they seem like really expensive for the tickets. But I mean, yeah, the music is good. I think she could have done better than Travis Kelce. I don't know. Just
Wow, they
personal
just got
opinion.
married, bro.
I'm not getting into that.
I know. Like, we're gonna have to edit that out because I don't think what Joe does understand is that the Swifties are lovely. They're all lovely. We love them because they're also very tough. I was gonna say they're awesome, but yeah,
And
they're protective.
his brother Jacob is a columnist for the New York Times.
Okay, so yeah, more writing in the family.
Wow.
More
Yeah.
creative.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the creativeness. It's like I do want to go back to this because I think that this is one of the kind of like underlying curiosities I have. Is there seems to be a lot of creativity in your bloodlines. Like, do you have any like really boring jobs in your bloodlines? Like, is anybody an accountant? Okay.
I know.
So I mean, that's like I'm trying to get to like the whole like.
Yeah.
Is this fostered? Do you think it's genetic? Is it?
No, I have to say something. When I was an executive, you didn't have to be an assistant for 3 years. I didn't go to college. I went straight to work.
Good.
And my very first job, well, I worked at a magazine called Scanlon's, which was where Hunter Thompson published his first pieces. And I can't remember the order, but I worked at the Parks Department in New York under Lindsay as in the PR department. So I've had a lot of weird jobs.
But you feel like you've learned something from each one of those roles from the people you were working with.
Yeah, I never totally understood corporate America. I have a daughter who understands corporate America. She's a digital marketing specialist, and she's won the Ogilvy the last 3 years. The Ogilvy is the research award under the Clio. It's an advertising award. And she won it 1 year for Toyota, 1 year for Starbucks, and I forget the third one. So she has major clients. And I can say that because the award is public. I'm not allowed to say who her other clients are. But so she's managed to take the corporate world and the creative world and meld them.
I mean that sounds like a dream come true if you want to make it big and be able to shop at the nice grocery stores, but also foster your creativity.
But I also think that artificial intelligence is starting to affect that business. They're starting to rely on AI instead of a focus group of real people.
Yeah.
I think that, man, I really do think it's short-lived. I know it seems to come up all the time now for us, and I think people are looking for authenticity and reading through to authenticity. I just don't know what the next generation is. Like, the kids that are 5 right now, are they going to be like, oh yeah, AI is chill. I'm cool with it. Like, it can tell me exactly what to do.
I don't know. I mean, it makes mistakes. I mean,
Yeah.
Unseasonably Cold got a review where I got compared to Agatha Christie. I'm not going to get a swelled head, I promise. But an AI chat GBT just told my publicity people not to apply for an Edgar, which is the Mystery Writers of America Award, because my book wasn't a mystery. And I'm like, what do you mean? I just got compared to, right. But I was also compared to Edith Wharton. So I guess it got confused. I mean, I don't know. And I called Lori and I said, I'm a little confused here because who did this? And it was ChatGPT. So I think that it can be influenced by what you tell it. If you told it that I had written a historical fiction or literary fiction, which it is, and it's a love story as well, and it's also like a murder thriller, maybe or not. Maybe she disappeared. And the one thing I have to tell you is I had no idea what happened to Jane when I started writing this book.
Oh, so you didn't
Yeah.
know you didn't know the climax.
I didn't know that. Yeah,
You just
no
knew it
idea.
would come to you, along with society progressing.
I have no idea. I wrote one sentence and it changed everything.
Just
What was
I
that
went,
sentence?
wow. I can't tell you.
Oh, are you saying we have to read it?
everyone
Yeah.
everyone has
Do
a
we,
secret.
Not
hold on,
only
we
do
have to
read it,
we have
you
to
probably
find
have
it.
to read every word.
I was gonna say we have to find it.
We do.
Oh, little Easter egg,
Hey,
little
and
treasure hunt.
ChatGPT
All right.
saying it wasn't a mystery.
Yeah, fuck you, ChatGPT.
There's lots of mysteries. Well, I mean,
All
we
of a sudden
talk
it's gonna
about
come and shit's gonna shut down my computer now.
But it's a hybrid.
Yeah.
Because it's all of these things kind of strangely woven together. So it's difficult to categorize.
and that's why I think is I guess that's another thing to think. Like, people are relying so much on ChatGPT, but it already sounds like to me this is an example of ChatGPT trying to put something in a box that's just not correct. You know, it's like you're speaking about a hybrid. There's so many different levels to it, and I've heard you talk about this element of everyone has a secret, and
Everyone has a secret.
and I thought that was beautifully said. If you would like to get into that, and also the collective grief, I thought those were two important elements that I thought, if you
Yeah.
don't mind speaking to that.
I think that there's something, when you lose a friend who's a little bit well known, and people know that you were friends, and they're adored by people who don't know them, you become subject, let me put it that way, to collective grief, where someone will walk up to you and say, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry about whoever." And they're speaking about themselves, and they don't really have an understanding that you're probably more sorry than they are. Because you think about them, they're triggers. You'll walk down the street, you'll see a bakery, and suddenly you'll remember that she loved almond croissants. Whatever it is, there are triggers all around you. But when you get approached by someone, partly in deference to your friend and self-protectively, you have to deal with their grief and hold yours underneath a calm surface, which I also think is what's going on now. It went on in 1939 about the war, and it's going on now about political stuff and fear of war. And so there's a kind of collective unconsciousness that some of us are kind of masking our fear. And I also think when someone has a kind of unexpected death or disappearance, that you wonder, if you'd done something differently, would they still be here? And so the story is partly told by Liza, Jane's best friend, who had lunch with her the day she disappeared. And Jane had wanted her to go look at a couch with her, and she didn't want to watch Jane shop. So she didn't go, and she's always wondered if she'd gone with her, if everything would have been different. What happened to her? And Jane's parents, and her mother's also Liza's godmother, kind of secretly maybe blames Liza, or if Liza had done something. Liza's the last person, theoretically, who saw Jane. I mean, she's not, but... So I think there's a kind of collective grief, and then there's also guilt, that if you've done something different. This isn't when someone disappears from an illness. That's a whole nother... There's collective grief with that, but this is like another thing. Like, I don't know if you had anybody who had a car accident when you were in high school.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So there's something about unexpected loss like that. And then parents wonder, what party were they at? Who was with them? I mean, it's like, it's a whole thing. And I wanted to write about that emotion from all sides.
Yeah.
The book is a little bit complicated, even though it looks really simple.
Yeah, I was going to say that is much deeper than
Yeah.
I think I was thinking from the other sides, the other perspectives. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's always it definitely.
But I think unexpected loss is a whole other thing. You know, a suicide, whatever. Yeah.
I mean, that hits home for us. I mean, we actually lost a close friend to suicide. So some years back,
Yeah,
a few years.
yeah.
And so yeah, you're right, and that really it's personally, and it's like very heavy hearted.
Yeah.
Sometimes what's nice is that there could be the not nice about that, but when you can have a healing process involved, which is reading through these books and being able to process these things, I think that sometimes can be an away therapy, if I may say. If
I'm not sure. This book gets a little dark.
yeah, but that's the thing is like life is dark, right? And sometimes
Yeah.
like we have to walk that journey. We have to face those things and
But it's also a love story. So
Yeah.
there's a, yeah.
Well, I think a big thing that people don't really appreciate as much as they used to was that you don't know the good without the bad and vice versa, right? And so you don't know happiness without grief. You don't, and so I think that having those emotions, those swings, and understanding all of the opposites of each one is important in life, and that's part of growth, I think, and part of wisdom. And the more you're on this earth, the more you're going to see those
Right.
extremes. And I think that's why when you go to talk to your 80-year-old grandparents or whatever, they have a much more like they have like solace in wherever we're at any given time. Like there doesn't seem to be this emotional reaction to anything. This will pass. We'll get through it. We'll see what happens. And part of that I
Right.
think is because they've seen these extremes. And so while you talk about I think grief, it is an important thing to process. I think it's a very healthy thing to process so that you understand what the opposite of that is.
yeah.
And you
I
feel
don't know.
even better about it.
My best friend died 2 years ago, and I think about him every day. The book is dedicated to him, and his favorite thing in the world was noir. And because I was so far along with it, he'd read most of it, and he read the sentence that changed things. And it's kind of like a Quentin Tarantino moment where he and I both started laughing. And I said, "Can I actually do this?" There's this one line, and he called me up, and we both started laughing. So the book is dedicated to John Byers.
Well, that's
Love
nice.
you.
Beautiful.
Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing that.
But I grew up in LA, so noir is kind of in my
Yeah.
soul. My parents wrote a lot of musicals. They wrote Carousel, Daddy Longlegs, a movie called Desk Set with Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy, where Spencer Tracy comes in with a computer to replace Katharine Hepburn, who's a librarian. She wins. We think it's time for a remake, but we'll see. And they wrote a mystery that I love called 23 Paces to Baker Street. But they were known, they weren't like superstars. They had like one Academy Award nomination.
Yeah, that's like
Only one.
yeah, that's,
But no, that's impressive. I mean,
Yeah.
that is awesome.
I was also going to say you've also, I think it's so amazing that you've also written magical adventures. I mean, with the
Right.
Castle in the
Yeah,
Mist.
I loved writing those books.
Yeah.
I really loved writing those children's books. That was really fun. And doing that crazy school tour.
The crazy
Well,
school
tell
tour.
us about this crazy school tour.
Yeah, was it?
I wrote a series of books that are
Yeah.
still available called The Castle in the Mist, Carnival Magic, and The Other Side of the Wall. And I did like a national, basically, book tour where I'd go into schools and teach third, fourth, and fifth graders about the book. And I had like a whole presentation thing, and
I didn't know you did
And then
Castle in the Mist. I think I read.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
what?
Yeah.
What was
You-
was
you
was
would like
Castle
it.
in the Mist required reading? Do you know?
I've got some library awards for it.
Yeah.
Nominated.
But yeah, okay, that one. I didn't know you did that one. Okay.
I call it a modern day mashup of an old fashioned children's novel.
Okay.
But
It's kind of it's a real novel, like Phantom Tollbooth or something like that. But it's modern.
That's why I was wondering if you were inspired by your childhood, going through that library.
I think I had grandchildren,
Oh,
and then I also have a history in children's things from Sesame Street, and then I was one of the producers of A Little Princess, Alfonso Cuarón's first movie at Warner Brothers.
Okay.
So I have a kind of, I'm old. What can I say?
no, I was just going to say it's such an amazing life.
I know. It's a lot.
I mean, you've touched so many hearts.
A lot
I
covered,
feel.
man.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. We haven't even gotten into some of the questions.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do some rapid fire.
Some of the rapid fire fun stuff.
The...
With your time in New York, give us one word, maybe two words to describe New York in your mind.
Crowded.
That might have been the word I would choose too.
I would. That's great.
I have like a time limit for New York because of that. It's like
3 days.
yes, like I think mine's 2. Like right in there, 2 or 3. It just gets so like you get fatigued of the amount of people. It's anyways. Wow.
Well,
good
isn't
one.
that time limit the same for Vegas though? 2,
Yeah.
3 days.
1.5.
1.5. Yeah.
Okay, there's authenticity in New York. My problem with Vegas is I go like by day 2, I'm like deep into this mindset of like this is all bullshit, crappy buildings. This is all just a facade. It's a basic like cruise ship on land. It's a piece of shit, like, and I can't get past all of the fakeness of it. Like there's no history.
I don't know. I have a psychic relationship with poker machines.
Poker machines? Wait. Okay. Wait.
But that's why
gamble?
Gambling is the fun of
my
Vegas.
husband, who's a very well-known lawyer, Alan Rader, doesn't really like gambling. It's like I can spend hours wasting away in a casino.
Hey, now we're talking. What kind? So it's poker machines for you? Do you do slot machines?
Just so Amy, just so you know, Chris has a major gambling problem as well.
How do you feel about MMA? You got a parlay for this weekend? Can I?
Three-handed jacks are better.
Three-handed jacks are better. I know what she's talking about. You could choose your game on those poker games. There's all different ones that you can choose.
I know. I've seen you play.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
I know.
Well,
I know. You get way too. I'm way more like.
And
the penny
usually, for
machines.
some reason, the good poker machine is located to the very rear right of the casino.
Like the corner or like the last one, right?
No.
Oh.
At the Wynn, we called her Bessie the ATM machine. Did you pay Bessie?
Oh man, no, Betsy paid me.
Yeah. Bessie but they found Bessie. Bessie's not there anymore. Now it's one row back and then one row in. And I think it's the middle.
Okay, at the Win.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the
Okay.
Win. No, I'm getting this down, dude. She knows.
She knows. Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right.
We
Well,
already
now,
know she's a fortune. I mean, she could
we
tell
went
the
from
future.
we went from a crowded New York to now like talking about where the
sorry.
best slot machines are.
I digress.
What other secrets do you
I'm
have,
sorry.
Amy?
I don't play slot machines. I don't understand them.
Yeah, not slot machines. We're talking poker machines. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Next question.
I'm booking my flight this weekend, Amy.
I'm also very good at getting up when I win.
Yes,
Oh.
that is the true
You need to
secret.
teach me that secret.
I tried to teach you that. Maybe you need somebody more motivating.
I can get a royal flush 2 times in a row.
Yeah. You could. Unlikely.
Next question.
All right. When you are writing, do you go with coffee, tea, or wine, or something different?
It depends on what time of day it is.
Oh.
Actually, I do have another question for you. There's like the creative few hours.
I don't drink in the daytime.
Oh.
Okay.
I absolutely do not. Maybe if we're in France or Italy, maybe half a glass of white wine, but we don't drink in the daytime.
So I do have another kind of follow-up question to that. So do you ever, maybe I should preface this by saying that a lot of the most creative people that have written some of the most, beautiful works, whether it's composers writing symphonies or authors, they would, or even politicians, like founders of our nation here, they would only sleep for a handful of hours, wake up in the middle of the night, and then do their works, and then go back to sleep for the rest of the evening. But like almost there was this magic that all of them had expressed at some point, and there is a lot of research on this, that there was like almost like the middle of the night where, it was like this God-given time to bring your best, deepest works to life without any interruption. Is that something that you have ever done?
Well, when I was a studio executive, I would get up at 5 and write for a couple hours and then go to the studio. Or I would schedule a late dinner and steal an hour in between. But I was a single mother for a number of years. How many years have we been married? 24? We've been 24, is that right? Yeah. Before Alan came along, with sole physical custody and sole financial responsibility. So, and there were, you can't plan your life. I'm not someone who can say, I write from 10 to 4. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Not when you have 3 kids. One of them skateboards, one of them does this, one of them does that. It's like complicated. And so I always say books get written a sentence at a time. And you write in your head. A lot of my writing is done in my head. And the kids always tell a story about me yelling at them at dinner. They'd talk to me. I say, don't talk to me. I'm writing in my head. And they think it's hilarious. But yeah.
I mean, as a child of yours, I would definitely use that against you. It sounds like a wild idea, but if that's your art, your profession, it makes complete sense.
It
Right.
also sounds like, I mean, I don't know. What do you think? You have 6 kids. Do you wish you would have used that one?
I wish I would
with your kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I need you to be quiet.
Right.
I'm writing in my
writing.
No,
head.
but they would say, how am I supposed to know that?
Or then it'll be like, I'm texting in my head.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm DMing in my head. Quiet.
Be careful. It might get to that kind of technology.
Okay, so you kind of go with when you're writing it, like really whenever you're inspired. That's when you.
No. Either when it's really chaotic or when it's really quiet.
Okay.
When you write a novel that has as many characters as this book does, has a lot of characters, while you're writing it, it never leaves your head. They're in your head. And you'll see something and it'll trigger something. Or you'll be trying to work something out. And there's a moment when you finish a book for me, because I'll do like 60 drafts of a page or a section now that it's computer, and then move on. So when I'm done with the book, I don't do a first draft, and then I write really weirdly. Do not follow my writing advice. I really do. Because I'll do like 60 drafts of a section, and then when I'm done, I'm sort of really done. With this book, because I started it so long ago, the original tone of it was more arch. And as the days progressed and we came so closer to a social divide, the satiric edge was not playing for me. So I had to do a kind of tonal rewrite of the book because the time had changed, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. Oh, let's see. Dinner. If you had the option of dinner with one author, living or deceased, which would you choose?
Amor Tolls,
Okay, and why?
because I love his work.
Any questions you'd ask him?
No.
Just have dinner, see what comes out of his mouth.
Sometimes if you're very quiet, people tell you their secrets.
I did hear you said some insight that I thought was very interesting, where you've kind of given these talks and you've asked this question, like, who here doesn't have a secret?
Right.
And you had some insight.
Yeah. And what happens is I ask I'll ask you, do you have a secret that you've never told anyone? Or do you have a secret that you've told someone because you completely trust them and they've never told anyone?
Well,
And the entire audience, only one person raises their
Really?
and says no. I says, who doesn't have this? Do you have a secret? You have a secret?
Oh, are you asking us? Yeah, I have a secret. I also think that I've
have
had
a secret?
secrets that I forgot I had secrets about.
I was gonna say, I was gonna actually just be bold and answer for both of us and be like, we're Italians, so yeah, we got secrets because we're not
Yeah.
sleeping with the fishes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I can be in a room with 50 people, and she's usually sitting in the front row to the left. I don't know why. And she's the only person who raises her hand and says, I don't have a secret.
She's a common theme.
There's only one.
Only one.
there's always only one.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
far.
maybe they
I'll keep
forgot
you
about their
posted.
secrets.
Yeah, keep me posted.
Yeah. Well, Amy, it was a real pleasure to have you on. Go with your palette.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you for taking
Amy.
the time. Look forward to meeting you either up here or down there. So don't be a
And
stranger.
I'm very excited for Quilt.
Yes. Can't wait
Yes,
for that to get to you. Let us know what you think.
I got you, Amy. We're gonna send you something, a really nice package
It will be
for dealing with us today.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate your time.
all right.
'Cause
and
you're
best-
amazing.
Best of luck
Thank
and
you.
best of skill. Take care.
Bye.
All right, thank you. Peace.